Okay, so I've got both blanks on the mandrel. They're on the way, ready to be turned. I'm not worried about the acrylic one, but the Crabapple one, a little concerned. And a little concerned for two reasons. One, you know what it is, Peckerhead?
Well, I think it might be kind of brittle.
Exactly. It's might be brittle, but we'll see when we turn it. The other thing is the hole is not perfectly centered on both sides. It's a little off because it's an odd, it's a natural piece of wood off a tray, so it's not going to be perfectly aligned. So one side, I'm going to have to be careful. I'm going to have to turn this kind of on the thicker side. I can't make this one too sleek. So what I'll probably do is I'll use the wood for the top part where the clip is. I'll make that a little thicker and then maybe make the acrylic slimmer. So we'll see how that looks. So I think that's how we're going to turn this. I think, right? Yep.
I still think I should turn the next project. Let me turn
some wood.
No,
you can't. You can't. How are you going to do it? What are you going to do? Turn it with your beak?
Yeah, why not? My beak's pretty sharp.
No, get out of here. One day you're going to make you try that, and your beak's going to come off.
I come from a long line of really strong beak pigeon.
All right, so let's get turning. I'm going to switch to the high angle, and we'll get started.
You the boss, Chief.
All right, so it's another day. And it's obviously by what I'm wearing, you can see it's a little colder than it was yesterday. It was 81 degrees yesterday. It's now 45. It's crazy, but whatever. So we're going to get back to this acrylic and Crabapple wood pen we're working on. I had a little problem with the, believe it or not, with the acrylic. Hold on, let me get my camera set up here. My acrylic blank was the tube inside there, the little brass tube, wasn't secured. It wasn't glued properly. So I had to get it out, and it broke, so I had to put a new one in. And what the mistake I made, and this is something you always have to remember, is with acrylic, it's very smooth inside. So, it's not enough to just sand the tube itself, roughen that up. You have to use a file and rough up the interior of this blank. Hopefully now everything is nice and secure, and we can start turning this. Okay? And we'll see how this Crabapple piece works. Like I told you, I'm a little concerned because it's not even. The amount of wood on each side of this mandrel is not the same. So it's there's a risk if I turn it too much that it will crack and break in half. So I'm going to have to keep this a little on the thicker side. And we'll see how that works. All right, so let's Peckerhead. Peckerhead there? You see Peckerhead? There he goes. Say hello, buddies.
Hey, E equals MC squared.
Where am I? I'm right here. So I'm going to use the square carbide tip and the round carbide tip, and we're going to try to finish this baby today. All right? I'm going to set the camera up on high, aiming down, and hopefully we can get started. Let's get this baby going. I have to put on my mask. You can see. And I'm going to put on... No.
I gotta wear this thing. It's so tight on my head.
Relax.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
It was custom made for you. Of course it fits you. Look at that. It's beautiful.
I don't know. I still think I should turn something like
Yeah. You always complain. All right, let's turn on the lathe. This is at high speed. Now let's see oh, you know what I'm going to do? I need to put on my reading glasses underneath. Oh, two things I need to do. I made this mistake last time. I need to put my mic, make sure the mic is underneath my mask. Otherwise, we're going to wind up with muffled audio.
Where's my mic?
Hopefully, where it is right now will be nice and clear. All right, now we can start. That's definitely better than yesterday. Yesterday it was just getting caught because it was slipping. It wasn't getting caught actually, it was slipping. I'm going to work on the acrylic for a while before I go to the Crabapple. Just want to get this to round. Boy, I'll tell you something, that acrylic flying off there hurts. That's why you need the mask with this. This will get in your eyes. And that wouldn't be fun because it's even on my hands. I could feel it. Boy, I can really smell. I can really smell. Look at that. Oh, when it does that, it's funny. You get these strings of acrylic wrapping around. It's fogging up. My mask is actually fogging up. I'll wipe that down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that's pretty round. And obviously this is not. See that? See all that stuff? Alright, I'm going to go to the Crabapple a little bit. I'm a little nervous. Yeah, we got a hard piece there. Like I told you, I got to be really careful. Did you really? Alright, I'm going to switch to the round tool. The round cardboard tool. I'm going to dig some coves here. Cut through some
I
coves.
could dig me some coves.
Just to give it some shape. It's so different than wood, it just takes longer. Let's turn it off, see what it looks like. Hopefully that's okay. It's starting to... Oh no, it's fine. You see this here, where it goes into the into the headstock? It's not in all the way, so every once in a while I got to tighten it because it loosens. And I've tried banging this in all the way, and it never works. So it's just a matter of constantly sort of tightening this. I think I'm going to have to turn this round tip next to next project because it's starting to get a little, I think it's getting dull. Now let's work on this wood a little bit more. It's almost round. Now I'm going to check on this regularly because I want to make sure that I'm not getting too close to the end. All right, so far, it's got to be careful on that side, but it's turning quite well, which is good. But I gotta be careful. I don't want to ruin. I don't want to lose this because this is. You'll see how nice it looks when it's polished, and sanded and polished. Just check. And this side is okay. This side is I'm not worried about. It's this side that I am a little concerned about. So, see right over here. I don't want to go too much more on this side. But you can see the grain. The grain is beautiful. I might not do any more than that. I might just play it safe. Back to the acrylic. Alright, so you see here you got a little bit of a, it's a little slanted, crooked on this end. But, see right there, right here is where you got to be careful because the wood is getting thin. So I don't think, I'm going to have to sand this or something. I really don't, I'm going to just work with this a little bit and then I'm going to call that side done. Alright. Alright. Let's saw it down. I think I'm done with the turning. I can do some sanding now. I want to do one thing. I'm going to do this end a little more. I'm going to use the really rough, the 80. Just to straighten that out. Not too concerned about it. Alright, I think that's good. Yeah, the temperature, boy, it really made it. In fact, yesterday when I was working on this, the wind that kicked in blew the door off, not off, but open, blew the door open on the shed, which was bungee corded shut, and I could feel the temperature drop. Right there.
It was awful. I thought I was in the Arctic.
Oh my God, it was incredible. It dropped 30 degrees in a matter of less than an hour. And today it's cloudy and it's high 40s or low 50s. It's going to be nicer tomorrow. So, all right. Let's slow this down a little bit. Let's go now to the 600. I want to do something before I go to the next. Oops, drop that. Before I go to the next the grid, which will be the 1500, I just want to clean this off with just water. Just going to I'm going to put it on very low and just clean it up. Some of the dust and stuff, so you can see that. Gives you a tease on how it'll look polished. Just a tease. This is just plain water. All right, I'm going to get to the piece of the 1500. Get out our polishes, and then we're gonna do one polish. Actually, not a polish. We're gonna use the scratch free. Then we'll apply the glue, the CA glue. So it's the first. We'll do a bit of the scratch free. Kind of pretty cool. All right, let's get the medium CA glue, and our first application. Like I said, some people put a lot of applications. I go with like 4, sometimes 5. It's usually enough. Well, we'll see. Let's see what happens. So what I do is I apply it to paper towel, not directly to the blank, and let's turn this down even slower, and then just swipe across.
Mikey D is not even aware that his helmet is blocking the camera.
There we go. You can see it just take the shine. It just totally takes the shine, which is really nice. And then spray it. We're going to spray it with our, I don't know how much left in this can. I did buy a new can, so But I want to make sure we use all of this. Stuff's not cheap. All right, so we'll go with another, go to layer 2. Coming to the end of the can. That might be it. Can's empty. All right. Let's go to can number 2. There you go. Ooh, that's brand new. I blasted it.
Master Blast, the friggin' disaster master.
What the hell? Let's do another. Go up. Let me turn this off and take a look at it. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Wow, look at that weight. This. Alright, that's it for the glue. And I'm going to put it on high to dry it. And now, we go back to the 3-part polishing process. Starting with number 1.
Yeah, speaking of number 1, I gotta go do number 1. I'll be right back.
And again, using some scissor paper towel. I'm running out of this stuff. I'm going to have to buy some more eventually. Oh, let's turn this off. Just rub it on. And I just press and rub, press and rub, press and rub. Look at that. You can see that shine. You can see that shine coming. It off, and we can now assemble it. I'm going to turn the camera off and we'll be back. With the pen press, I already took the pieces off the mandrel, put the mandrel away. Here are two pieces. So I'm going to put the beak, the point of the pen, the beak right back ahead,
Yeah,
the beak, on the wood, so that this will be the front, the grip part. It's nice, it's thicker. It should work good. All right, so you place that here.
Maybe you should put one of those on my beak, and then I can cut wood.
Put the point in the rubber and put the wood against this metal. Now, like I told you, this is where we have to be very careful because you don't want it to break. Very carefully. All right, that's it. Once it's in, it is in, and you don't. It's a little crooked. So that's because the wood. That's all right. It's not bad. All right, now we have to put the other dangerous part in, is the mechanism, the turning mechanism. So make sure it works, like I told you last time. The threads go on the outside. This brass piece goes on the inside. And once again, this is, got to be careful here. Got to be very careful. You see the how this is slanted? I almost feel like I should sand that. See how it's, I hate sanding it because then I think I might just leave it. It's going to be, that's going to be what it is. It's its character. Oh. All right, now again, very carefully. I'm not going to put it in all the way because, like I told you last time, you don't just do that. You don't know how this is going to fit. I'm going to take this rubber piece off. Last time I think it got in the way. All right, let's see how much point we get. All right, we don't get much. Just only at the very, very tip, which means we got to push this in further, which, like I said last time, is fine. It's better to have to do it twice than do it the first time and it goes in too far, and then you're in trouble. So let's just go in like that. So the whole brass piece is now inside. That's usually the rule. That's usually what works. So let's see. There you go. In and out. Perfect. That's even better than the last one. The last one came, I confess, the last one came out a little bit too far. All right, put this on the side. Now we need the foot.
Yeah, the foot.
Yeah, the
hoof.
hoof.
The paw.
You said that the last time. We gotta write some new jokes, guys. Come on. Right there, Peckerhead. We gotta write some new jokes.
Well, yeah, you gotta pay me more.
And here's the finial.
The butthole.
No, not the butthole. Finial and the foot. Well, the clip. It's the clip. And this will go on the acrylic. Let's decide which side I want it on. Which side will look better. I think I'll put the narrower side so that the fatter side will line up with the fat wood.
Fat wood.
And that'll maybe just, I don't know, maybe that'll look better. So again, carefully, very carefully. I'm going to zoom in on
I
this.
have a feeling your hands are going to be in the way and block the whole shot.
It's in. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Last piece is the little decorative ring. Like I said, this is not going to be the pretty, well, the most sleekest, elegant pen I've made. But I really like this Crabapple wood a lot. And put this ring on here. Put this on here. And there we have it. So it's it's got a nice fat bottom here, but that's good to grip. But look at that beautiful grain. It's stunning. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in really, really well on this. I'm going to get a close-up, actually. I'm going to shoot it on a separate shot so you can really take a look at that gorgeous, gorgeous Crabapple grain. All right. So we did another one. Not too bad, huh? Again, it was really just because I wanted to see what this wood was going to look like turned, and it's beautiful. I'll show you a better shot of it. Right, Peckerhead? Isn't that pretty nice?
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, I like that red stuff
Yeah,
too, the
that's good
candy
too.
stuff.
It looks okay, but it was really all about. Look at some dust on there. It is all about the Crabapple wood, and I wish I could have done it slimmer, but I didn't want to risk it. I would have hated to have seen this break. So this will be my personal pen. I'm not going to sell it or anything. I'll give it away as a prize. This will be just my pen, and it's a little thicker and it's not perfect, but you know what? That's part of its character, and this makes it unique. I'm in awe of this wood. I'm going to show you a close up, and it's just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, well, figure out what we're going to do next time. Me and Peckerhead will bang heads and bang beaks and see if we can come up with something.
Yeah, why not? Sure,
right?
hey, get them all
Until then, go play with your wood.
Play with your wood.
See you next time. So, I ended up returning this pen, the Crabapple pen. I wasn't happy with the bulkiness and the unevenness, so I said, you know what, I'm going to risk it, even though how much I love this piece of wood, in case, it could have split, but it didn't. And I ended up putting the Crabapple at the top part here on the clip and the acrylic down here, but I think it looks a lot better. Right, Peckerhead?
Yeah, so anal. I mean, it looked that bad originally.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's sleeker, it's just
lost.
looks better. And that Crabapple wood, again, is just so beautiful. And I do have another couple pieces, so, yeah, I like it.